Hi guys, it's Megan from Vigilante Vibes, and by now you are probably sick of hearing the name The New Avengers. And I get it. I get it. It's everywhere since Marvel, I guess, spoiler alert, I guess since Marvel went and spoiled that the asterisk and Thunderbolts actually means The New Avengers, like 2 days after the movie premiered, which was a choice. Not a choice I agree with, but I don't work for Marvel. So, what can you do? But who are the new Avengers? We know who they are in the MCU now, but who are they in the comic books? So, I have a quick breakdown of them, and I will explain how they formed, who's on the teams, and I have comics at the end that you can check out, and it is a lot. It is quite the task to learn all about the new Avengers, but it is a fun task, and I highly recommend it. So, the Avengers first came together when Loki's antics forced some of the Earth's strongest heroes to team up. Iron Man, Wasp, Hulk, Ant-Man, and Thor joined forces to take down the trickster god and protect their world. Since then, different Avenger squads like West Coast Avengers, the Young Avengers, have stepped up when needed. But that begs the question, who exactly are the new Avengers? In Avengers Disassembled from 2005, Scarlet Witch, devastated by the loss of her children, which is fair, caused the team to fall apart. After the tragic deaths of Ant-Man, Hawkeye, and Vision, many heroes decided it was time to walk away. With the original team disbanded, someone had to fill the void. That's where the new Avengers come in. After a massive prison break at the Raft left some of Marvel's universe's most dangerous villains loose in New York City, which is, of course, it's New York City, a group of heroes stepped up to take the place of the missing Avengers. This fresh lineup brought together veterans like Iron Man and Captain America, along with the newcomers to the team like Spider-Man, Wolverine, Luke Cage, and Spider-Woman. They also brought in the incredibly powered Sentry, Bob Reynolds, we all know and love, who had actually locked himself up in the Raft. As a part of the team, he tried to keep his darker side, the Void, in check. During Civil War from 2006, the Avengers were split down the middle when Captain America and Iron Man clashed over the Superhuman Registration Act. Luke Cage and Spider-Woman sided with Cap, refusing to sign up and choosing to fight back against Iron Man's pro-registration team, much like we all saw in Captain America Civil War in the MCU. After the dust settled, Luke Cage went off the grid and pulled together a new crew of unregistered heroes. Operating in secret out of Doctor Strange's Sanctum Sanctorum, this underground version of the new Avengers included Iron Fist, Doctor Strange, Echo, Spider-Man, Wolverine, and Spider-Woman. Clint Barton also jumped in, taking on the identity of Ronin. Eventually, it was discovered that the Raft breakout was a part of the Skrull invasion of Earth. This led to a gigantic battle in New York where, due to some behind-the-scenes manipulation, the villainous Norman Osborn, the Green Goblin, managed to kill the Skrull leader, essentially replacing Nick Fury in the aftermath due to a wave of popularity and political support. This began the Dark Reign era of Marvel Comics, in which Norman Osborn elevated villains to positions of importance and began persecuting and attempting to assassinate various heroes. If you haven't checked out anything from Dark Reign, you have to check out something from Dark Reign. I highly recommend it. It's arguably one of Marvel's darkest times of Marvel Comics, and I'm here for that. I like it all. So definitely check out Dark Reign. Some really, really incredible stuff is in it. Moving on, Captain America and Iron Man led one squad out of Avengers Tower while Luke Cage took charge of the officially recognized new Avengers. They set up shop at Avengers Mansion, bought from Tony Stark for just $1, a symbolic move to show the start of a more united front. The teams split the lineup at Luke Cage's crew, including Spider-Man, Wolverine, Iron Fist, Jessica Jones, Miss Marvel, who, at the time was Miss Marvel. It's Carol Danvers, who is now Captain Marvel, Hawkeye, Mockingbird, and The Thing. Side note, Bucky Barnes does later join the new Avengers, but not as the Winter Soldier or Bucky Barnes. Bucky worked with the team when Steve Rogers was believed to be dead. Operating as a gun-wielding Captain America who went by the nickname Bucky Cap, given to him by Spider-Man, which I think is adorable. This version of the New Avengers handled everything from mystical threats like the Eye of Agamotto, which I actually am wearing today, to clashes with the new Dark Avengers. But after Avengers vs. X-Men from 2012, Luke stepped away to focus on raising his daughter, and the team eventually went their separate ways. In New Avengers #1 from 2013 by Jonathan Hickman and Steve Epting, Black Panther witnessed a world-ending event, but it wasn't his own. T'Challa saw an incursion, which is a collision between two universes that ends with one or both being destroyed. Realizing the multiverse was falling apart, he brought together the secret Illuminati, Iron Man, Mr. Fantastic, Namor, Doctor Strange, and Black Bolt, meeting in Necropolis. After Professor X's death, Beast joined the group to represent mutant kind. This ultra-secret team did everything they could to prevent total annihilation, even taking some extreme steps. But in the end, their efforts were not enough. The multiverse collapsed, and Doctor Doom ended up piecing together the remains into a new world called Battle World, which he ruled over in Secret Wars #1 from 2015. Before the multiverse collapsed, Robert DaCosta, Sunspot, that you most recently seen in X-Men 97, bought out AIM and started using its resources to figure out what's causing the incursions. After the multiverse was restored, he gave the organization a major rebrand, turning it into Avengers Idea Mechanics in New Avengers #1 from 2015, written by Al Ewing and Gerardo Sandoval. I never get his name right, and I'm so happy I just did. I ruined the moment by celebrating. Sorry, guys. So, Sunspot's version of the Avengers was a unique lineup featuring Wiccan, Hulkling, Squirrel Girl, White Tiger, Power Man, Songbird, Hawkeye, and Pod. One of their biggest threats was the Maker, which is an evil version of Reed Richards, who had made his way to Earth 616 after Secret Wars in 2015. So the New Avengers weren't around for too long. The New Avengers ran from like 2003 to 2012-ish in the comics, officially breaking up not long after Avengers vs. X-Men, which is really, really a fun storyline. You have to check that out. During that event, the New Avengers joined the fight against Cyclops' X-Men, some of whom had been taken over by the Phoenix Force. After everything went down, Captain America decided it was time for a new kind of team, one that would promote unity between humans and marginalized groups like mutants and humans and even androids. This new squad, called the Uncanny Avengers, or the Avengers Unity Division, operated out of the old New Avengers base. A few former New Avengers were a part of the original lineup, which included Steve Rogers, who was Captain America, Scarlet Witch, Thor, Wolverine, Rogue, and Havoc. So that's the short version of who the New Avengers are. I can give you the long version, but I don't know how long you want to sit there and listen to me talk, because it's so much to go through. But if you guys want it, I'll do it. But if you don't want it, I will not do it. So, choice is yours. So, as far as the comics go, there is so much to cover. There's so much. A quick tip is anything Brian Bendis writes, you're on the right track. Bendis' work is so recommended. He is so talented. I love what he has done with the New Avengers. His era is one of my favorite, at least for as far as writers go. So, the New Avengers run by Bendis is one to check out. Avengers Disassembled, Avengers vs. X-Men, House of M, which is one of my favorites. I'm rereading it right now. I just love it. Next one is Civil War, Mighty Avengers by Bendis, Secret Invasion, Dark Avengers, Avengers / X-Men Utopia, Siege. And like I said, you have to check out Dark Reign. It's so good. Just love it. But also one that like I thought was kind of cool was New Avengers Volume 2, number 16. This is where you can see Daredevil join the team for once, which I thought was pretty cool to see him as an Avenger. But that's just me. So that is the short version of who the New Avengers are, who they are in the comics. They're not very much like the MCU, but that's okay. The MCU is just loosely based on the comics. It would be interesting to see if we got Uncanny Avengers at some point in the MCU, because given the fact we are getting X-Men, we have the New Avengers. Thunderbolts is apparently a thing of the past. It was very short-lived, probably about 2 hours to their lifespan in the MCU, which is a choice. But whatever. So yeah, the possibilities are pretty endless, especially with Doomsday coming up and Secret Wars and all of the actors that will be involved in those. So I'm interested to see where they go with this. I'm interested to see what they do with the New Avengers, if they end up all just being one Avengers team with Sam's Avengers, which feels pretty likely. So yeah. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of the change from Thunderbolts to New Avengers. And let me know what you think of the lineup. Also, be sure to check out my review of Thunderbolts that I've posted Friday, maybe? Saturday? I don't know. It was like 2 in the morning. Who knows? So be sure to like and subscribe and have a marvelous day.